MoneyPot about to start.
I know, I'm coming, man.
Yeah, grab your notepad, man, for real.
Alright, dog, fuck it, man, come on.
Yeah, man, they be spitting shit, man.
True.
Yeah.
Side nipple.
MoneyPot, money talk. All they do is talk facts. Bird gang. All they do is talk stats. 360 on the new view. Go run, tell the ad. 40-yard dash time. Moss Money Podcast time. S.Dot code headline.
He makes so left, then he makes so right, and he breaks it till out midfield. Goodbye.
And we are live. Welcome back, season 5, episode 4. Fuck it, a win is a win. I'm your host, Moss Money, and I got the gang here. E on the camera, my right hand man with me, Steve-O. What's up, boy?
What's good with you, man? What's up with you fellas?
Man, I'm good. And my guys, B.Diddy, what it do, baby?
Yeah, we back. Another week, another dollar.
Yeah, man. Yo, man, ladies and gentlemen, 7-2. My ninjas on the block looking for these hot plays at the Poppy stores. 7-2. Nobody doing that right now.
7-2. That's crazy.
Hot
great.
boys,
Especially for
hot
our lives.
boys.
What's that percent right there?
I don't know.
72%.
I thought about that, but you know,
let me look it up.
look it up. Steve-O leading the charge last week. Had a strong week, 3-1. Nice. I had a nice bounce back, 2-1, and Diddy. Yeah, shit of the week, bro.
Shit of the week. Hey,
Got
shit
it.
happened to the best of us, baby.
Absolutely.
Even Tom Brady don't forget his fourth down. You know what I'm saying? Even the GOAT mess up sometimes, baby.
I heard he was in there mad as hell.
Throughout the whole game, he looked like he was going crazy on them old linemen. He looked at them like they was crazy. Like, yo, what's going on?
Yeah.
Mac was in his lap
He got to know that.
every time. Yeah.
I love.
Did you see him toss that lineman with one hand?
Yeah,
Well,
he
Mac,
did.
Mac is a beast.
Get the fuck off me, man.
Yo, after that sack that Mac had, and then Tom turned over and seen it was Mac, his eyes is priceless.
He was
yo.
talking
Yeah.
shit to him.
He was like, yo,
It was some shit to him on the ground.
and looked at his old lineman like, are you kidding me, bro? I couldn't even get into my drop. It's crazy, man. Okay, and it's Victory Sunday,
Oh, yeah,
too.
yeah,
Victory
it
Sunday,
is.
finally.
Yeah, it is. Like that?
It's all right. We get to the
We get to it. We get to
the
it.
lock of the week.
Oh no, we go right now with
we
this
go right
shit.
into it?
We go right now into it.
Ninjas get hyped. We get one game. They talk about winning the conference.
Here comes the money.
To it. What you, dog? You hot right now?
Definitely was.
Hot boys.
Definitely
Hot
Going
boys.
this week, I'm going Atlanta Falcons.
Ooh.
Minus the 2.5 versus Carolina.
I
Whoa.
gotta pour something
Please,
round to that.
that's oh.
I-
What has Atlanta shown you that they a lot?
It's not even that.
A
With the
lock?
against Carolina.
We know we 7-2 on our locks, my G.
I understand.
This is a crucial.
I understand. And
Thank
they're
you,
at
sir.
home in the dome. They're at home in the dome. It's not that they can't put up points. They've been putting up points all season.
Yeah, they giving up points.
They definitely are. But
That defense is open like
I just don't have that much faith in Carolina either.
after what Carolina just did last week.
Still, it's just
That's what I felt real salty too last week when Arizona couldn't score.
Agreed. But Arizona is also a young team. They also a young team. I think Atlanta, you know, they got to win for their coach. If not, he's done.
Who, Matt Rule?
Matt No, they got Dan Quinn.
No. Oh, you mean Atlanta's coach?
Yeah, that's what I said. Atlanta coach.
I think he lost the locker room.
Yeah, me too.
It's a possibility.
Yeah.
It's a possibility that he has, but they got enough veterans, I think, especially on offense, that they can pull together and win this game. It's a division game, which are always a little tight. I mean, it's -2.5. You want to go money line? That's cool, but
Damn,
I like Atlanta this week.
Damn, Steve, I went to you because I thought you had that heat.
Yeah, well, that's what it's still going to be, that heat.
And you never know.
Amen. I hear that. So I typically don't do this, but fuck it, I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the Steelers.
Just cut the track. Cut
me
the track.
The
Wait a minute.
Steelers.
Against who?
-7.
Against
who?
Okay.
Against my Philadelphia Eagles.
Wow, this is how we starting off the podcast.
Yo,
And they coming off.
It seems the honesty is coming through.
I'm coming through.
Okay.
We talking money, right?
Let's talk about it.
We talking money, right?
Let's talk about it.
They have the best defense in the league.
No, they don't.
Who? The Steelers?
No.
don't?
No. Indianapolis Colts has the best defense in the league.
Okay, I'm sorry. No.
Yeah.
They're 2. I looked this shit up, bro. They're 2. The Colts are 2.
To who?
The Steelers.
They had a bye week. Like, we not going to just throw in a bye week.
The numbers
Okay.
tell
All
me
right.
what it is.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Number 1 defense in the league.
Mhm.
What was it? I think they give up 14 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
I think they only give up. No, actually, no. That is the Colts numbers.
Thank you, folks.
I mean,
You know, I say 14 points.
Okay.
They haven't covered
against the rush though. They only give up 54 yards a game.
Right.
They 6 against pass.
They're number 1 in sacks for sure.
But they haven't covered a 7-point win yet.
Oh, hold up. You guys like the Birds? Or what was,
No, I'm saying this game is not to be touched because
really?
they just they got a little high, got a little excitement. And are they going to win? Oh, no, they're not going to win.
Right.
But I'm saying I think the Pittsburgh Steelers, for me, play close games. I don't think they blow teams out. I don't think they're as electric as they used to be with AB and the older Ben Roethlisberger, but they're tough enough defensively to keep games close, and they will win because they're a better team total. But 7 points, I think the Eagles
I'm buying a half.
could possibly stay close. But I don't want to, those are 2. For our locks, that we 72, we got Atlanta Falcon bet here. This is going to be a crazy week. And then a Steelers -7. They haven't covered 7 points yet. Okay.
Man. I think, like you said before, they're coming off a big win. They're coming off, real getting that excitement back. The betting world loves for people to back the Eagles. They always have. It's always been like that. So they got that momentum. But who did they just beat?
They beat the 49ers.
A good? Is that they're good? I don't think that's a good team right now. We saw what Kittle did, and that's just one guy who just came back. But he had 180 yards.
15 catches, 180.
It's just
it's kind of
retarded.
crazy.
They have none of their running backs. They don't have their quarterback, and their defense is decimated. And we were losing going into the fourth quarter.
That's because we're a bad team.
We're
Exactly.
decimated as well.
Exactly. So we're getting a rested Pittsburgh Steelers, like you said, off a bye, who are a Super Bowl contending team, in my opinion.
Okay.
I don't know about
You don't think that?
No. Hell no.
Oh,
In the
hell
AFC? No.
Yeah, I don't see them beating neither of those top AFC teams.
Give me the Steelers, man. This is how we start.
So you're gonna buy half a point?
I'm gonna buy half a point.
Okay, so half a point, ladies and gentlemen.
Give me the Steelers. B.Diddy, what you got for me, man? Keep this thing running.
I'm keeping it tight too because I want to give it a one game. I don't want to do a tease. It's my lock, but I gotta go with the Indianapolis Colts beating the Browns, and that line is shortening up to make you say the Browns are going to win this game.
Yeah, I love that.
It went from to -1, so I still love Indianapolis here.
I love the Colts here.
And I feel like you're getting a budget now. You don't have to worry about the money line. You can just do -1 and get good money. I'm going 3 units on the Colts, and I'm willing to gamble on that because I feel as though the Browns went to Dallas, got excited. You've seen the reports, and Odell Beckham is rejuvenated, and then blah 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 blah. The Colts defense is real. They got a up front. Their up front is pass rush heavy. They got good ends. They're just going to get after Baker Mayfield, and we already know if you get Baker Mayfield off of whatever he's going to. Matter of fact, let's talk about that Cowboys game. Because they rushed the ball with 4 running backs that game. That's how much trust they didn't have in Baker Mayfield.
Facts.
So I don't.
Cowboys.
Right.
Well, it's not about that though. If you up that much, you gotta run though, and that's what we always get on Doug about and Andy. They was up 27 points. So you run the ball.
No, I get that. I'm just saying, like, the trust for me for the way the coach feels about Baker and letting him take the game over, which I agree. I think running the ball is actually the main thing. I don't think Baker can do that in a game like this when the defense is going to be so tight. I don't think Baker's going to be able to win a tight football game. I feel as though the experience of Phillip Rivers, and I've been watching Phillip a little bit over these games and seeing how he throws the ball, just looks weird. It don't look as strong as it used to be, but he's getting the job done. And I think that too. I like some of the passes, the way it comes out, just looks a little like.
Always been like that.
But he's getting the job done. I feel like this team is really under the radar.
And it's crazy he ain't find T.Y. yet.
That is true.
Quiet.
That's true.
He ain't find T.Y. at all.
That's true. So just fast forward into Sunday, man. I'm going 3 units on the Indianapolis Colts. Because I feel like it's a bargain. I'm not going to wrap them. That's the only way I'm putting the Colts.
Okay.
Because I can't tease them. I can't parlay them. Because I feel like, can they lose this game? They can. This could be a letdown game. But will they lose this game? No.
Is it really a letdown though? Because it's only -1.
No, it's more of a letdown for their team, right? Okay. Like because they're going to Browns. They're in Cleveland.
It's in Cleveland.
Yeah. So you know what I mean, going to Cleveland. You know, they've been riding pretty high. Could this be a letdown game playing the Browns or the Browns? I don't think so. I like the play. But I'm not putting them in anything else because I want to make sure everything else is live.
I love the play.
You know what I'm saying? I make mistakes with that all the time. And this is to our viewers. I know sometimes you get in love with one team. Sometimes that one team fucks you.
A lot.
And if you put them in a bunch of different things, that's your whole ticket for the rest of the day. I.e. last week, Arizona fucked me. All right? I had them by themselves, in teases, in parlays. They couldn't score the football. Not even get it close. Like, give me plus 9.5. They couldn't cover 9.5 against Carolina? Come on. So, individually, Indianapolis Colts as a lock. 3 units for me. Let me sip some of this.
What's your sole purpose in this army?
With these picks, I love it.
Last time we had J-Mo, was that the J-Mo that had his little... Yeah, man. And he was pouring heavy. No. It was the J-Mo. Yeah. He said, well, here, take this.
Yeah.
It was the J-Mo. That's true. Let me slow down real quick.
So typically right now we go into a little bit of history and strategies with bets. But I'm going to change it up a little bit. We're going to talk about, just give you a quick, because I want to get back to the bets. We got good energy with that right now. So... the best time to be a sports bettor is right now, if you think about it. COVID hit us, right? And then we were betting on everything else. We were betting on esports. We were betting on Sims. They were having 2K and Madden simulations going on, and people were betting on that. So, I think right now, though, because of the way things are starting to get normalized, but you see some trends here where we can catch on one of them good trends. And if you can catch on one of those good trends right now, then you can put yourself in a good position to win. I mean, what we talked about on the John, somebody that you had got wind of had almost 25, 30 racks right now gambling. You know what I mean? I know of a person on the gram who won $100,000.
Wow.
In parlays, dog.
Yeah.
He had a major parlay for like $1,500 and hit $40,000, but he replayed the parlay in a different site.
Wow.
And hit them both, just killed it.
Wow. And parlays, I feel like parlays been hitting because you're seeing that
exactly
those numbers hitting. Yeah,
like
it's not usually like that.
Yeah, the odds makers haven't caught up yet, so there are trends.
Yeah, this is the opportunities are now.
Yeah, so it's a great time to be a bettor, but most importantly, if your bankroll allows it. We do this as a recreational.
For sure.
We do this for entertainment. So bet at your own risk always. But we still making fucking money over here, dog. We still making money, man.
Yeah.
So I think it's a great time to be a bettor, just like it's a great time to be an investor. You can invest in, MoneyPot Podcast. Make sure you invest in your bankroll. And let's get this money, man. We going to quarter number 2 bet. Can I get this a little bit better, man? You fucking up my energy, dog. No? No?
No play?
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Actually, you know what? This is not a lock, though. We had that first lock. So we got to go to the class. I'm going with the Texans and the Rams. It's a good spot for the Texans. We all heard about the news about Bill O'Brien getting fired, and it was more of a players' revolt led by J.J. Watt.
Wow, I didn't know that.
You know that?
I know J.J. Watt led that.
Like
Good.
Good.
Called him out on his coaching.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's well deserved for sure.
Yeah, it's overdue. It's overdue. He destroyed that team in my opinion.
For sure.
Yeah, the minute he let Hopkins.
Yeah, that was a really cherry on top. But even with the
like some of the other stuff before.
Before that.
Yeah, he was like
that was it right there. You
right.
Let they best player on offense.
Mm-hmm.
So I like this spot, even though what's his name? I forget his first name, but Cornell, I think it is.
Romeo Cornell.
Yeah, right. He's not the best coach. He's had a couple head coaching spots, and he hasn't done really well.
Yeah.
But I think that this monkey is off their back. I think you get a rejuvenated team who wants to win. I think they're -6 right now, so I'm gonna get them just to win the game. I think you see a big game from Watson here. I think they open it up. They're gonna run the ball a little bit more. I think it's against Cincy. Is it against Cincy?
It is.
Yes.
Yeah. So against a bad Cincinnati team, great spot for them to pick up their first one. Give me Texans with a pick, and then the other half is the Rams. Now, I was looking at this game really hard.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I'm thinking like, is this a trap? Is this a spot here?
Yeah.
I mean, they're about to sweep the NFC East because they beat the Eagles, they beat Dallas, they beat the Giants. They had a tough time for some reason against the Giants, but they still covered. And now they get a Washington team who just changed out to Kyle Allen.
Yeah.
A cold Kyle Allen, by the way. He's coming in cold. I think this is a bad matchup for Washington, even though any team against them is a bad matchup. You put Ramsey on, what's the receiver name?
McLaurin.
Oh, I'm thinking of,
Yeah.
Rams, McLaurin.
Yeah, you put Ramsey on him. That neutralizes him. And then what you kind of going to do? They can run the ball a little bit. I don't know if Chris Young is going to play, but I expect the Rams to win this game.
Easily.
Yeah, so give me the Rams -1, 2-team teaser. Lock it in. B.Diddy, man, what's up?
I wanted to touch on that game real quick. I got them in a teaser too, which I really love.
Okay.
This is their second trip on the East Coast.
Yeah, I saw.
They stayed over here too, right? They stayed over here when they came to play the Eagles. Because they had didn't they have somebody else on the East Coast? Buffalo. Yeah. So they stayed over here, then they went back and they come back. Okay, so this is their second time come back.
Yeah.
So
that's why I was like, if spots weird for them.
Yeah. But it's a still 7-point away cross country. That's telling you at a home game it's a 10-point plus favorite.
Right, exactly.
So yeah, I think they should win. They should win easily.
Mm-hmm.
What's Kyle Allen gonna do? Who knows? Will the passing game get a little bit heavier? I doubt it. So yeah, I do like that play a lot. I have him in a couple teasers. Me, I'm gonna give you guys some college, man. I'm gonna give you a college pick here.
There you go.
And it might be surprising what I'm gonna say here because I like the team I'm going against. It's a big game. It's statistically is not a good play here because usually any heirs of the Nick Saban coaching tree that plays his old or his younger coaches, they don't do well against them.
Yeah, his coaches.
But I like this Ole Miss team. I think they're still a couple years away, and it was at.
Oh, sorry.
It's at 24.
Yeah.
And I like them plus the points because they can put the ball up. I mean, they can score the football. So 24 points for Alabama. Even if Alabama gets out early, they usually in the second half they usually got the game under control. They don't usually force to score again. That's why they can never cover those big spreads.
Right.
I think Ole Miss can put up points. Lane Kiffin's coming in there, playing his old coach.
Was it plus 28?
Plus 24.
24.
Playing his old coach back in the SEC. He's back on big time football. This is a big spot for him. I like Lane Kiffin to cover 24. Do they win a game? No, because I like this Bama team. I actually think this Bama team is a championship team. Right. I think it's an Alabama team that is consistent all across the board. Solid defense. They can pass the ball with the young fella. They got receivers that just replaced the guys that just got drafted. They can run the ball. Still have a couple of those older running backs that was there. I like this Alabama team. I just think the way they play the game, they don't really kill people.
Right.
And if this is going to be a murder's row for Alabama, it will have to be like 50-plus points, and I think Mississippi can still score 30, at least 35, 38.
Right.
So stay within that number. So I'm going to say that pick would be Ole Miss plus the 24. Take that.
Lock it in.
Yep.
Yeah, I got my shit written down.
Mm-hmm.
Steve, what you got for me, bro?
It's funny because I'm going with the Rams.
Hey.
There you go.
But I'm going to get them at 6.5.
Okay, about a half point. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like them to blow the
Yeah.
football team up.
Right.
Yeah, it's just the switch in the quarterback. You got Kyle Allen coming in. I mean, they running back. I actually like the
Gibson.
Gibson.
Yeah, Gibson's tough.
Yeah, I actually like him.
Gibson's out of where?
Because he was like was either Memphis, Kentucky,
I think Memphis.
Yeah.
Memphis.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Yeah, and he played running back and quarterback.
Yeah.
So he's like wide receiver. Like he's one of them guys. Like they can play, multiple positions. But it's just Aaron Donald, man. You got Aaron Donald. You got Ramsey. Like that defense is
vicious.
Yeah, it is.
It's just a mismatch.
Yeah, it's a big mismatch.
It's a mismatch on
I mean, it ain't too much to go into. We all touched on it, but I like the Rams.
So, how do you feel about? I mean, because we got to pick. You like the Rams?
Yeah.
What, you got some gum, dog?
I did. I had some food earlier. I was like, I didn't want to come here and be talking all close. You know what I'm saying?
Chewing on.
Like a pop.
Right. So I want to talk about that Washington move there with benching Haskins and putting Kyle Allen. I know we've been hard on Dwayne Haskins. And it's right, and I think so, but I don't understand the move.
Why not?
Why not?
This is why. The same thing with
the division is up for
Rosen.
grabs.
Is a division up? So okay, if I'm the Washington Redskins, right?
Right.
We can see how bad the Washington Redskins are. Are we saying it's all because of Dwayne Haskins? That's the team is bad. That's because that's what we're saying. So it's Dwayne Haskins is why they're not winning a game. It's really that's the only piece. If not, they are going to be a playoff team.
See, we're not
and they're ready
sure
to go.
On the back end though. Maybe his preparation. Maybe he's missing stuff that's being called. It can be a
he might not be running the offense.
And
right.
And I get that too. But as a Washington organization,
good call, Steve.
Right, as a Washington organization, are you a playoff contender? Are you a Super Bowl contender?
But here's the thing. Now he got thrown in the start last year. He started this year. All right, he might not be doing the things that he needs to be doing. So hey, let's take a step back. Sit out. You need to learn. There may be things he need to learn at this level. He may not know how. I mean, in Ohio State, dog. Any of us can go back there and quarterback. And you spreading the
my question is not about Dwayne Haskins. It's actually that's why I asked you about the Washington team. So as an organization, right? I need to know what I got. I drafted a quarterback. It's not Ron Rivera's guy. We know that.
Yeah.
I need to know what I'm going to do next year. I know we're getting stuck on Washington. I just want to make sure. I'm just talking football. Because I look at it and I'm saying this doesn't make sense to me because you're not a contender to be a champion this year, regardless of what you do. My job right now as an organization or as a GM, we need another good pick. We need to marry that Chris Young pick to marry with something else. And if it need to be a quarterback, I need to start preparing my team that we're looking to get a quarterback next year.
That's why they got
But I mean, is Kyle Allen the guy though?
He stinks too.
Right. So not even that. They put Haskins as the third string.
Right. He's not even dressing. He's not even active. Yeah. So that's what I don't understand. It's just like, yo, you're now demoralizing this kid that you drafted.
How are you demoralizing him?
Because one, he's a new quarterback that was put in last year. Yeah. You got COVID. You got a whole bunch of stuff going on in this year. New coach, new coaching system, new offensive coordinator. You got a lot of stuff he has to try to figure out and do. And you bench him after week 3 or week 4. He got to win. So some of them games, like you say, even last week, they were playing some games that were pretty close for a little bit.
But I guess from the head coaching perspective, if I was Rivera,
he's there though.
I'm not tied to him. I didn't draft him.
I get you. But at least I know that I'm preparing. Like, okay, hey guys, this is not the guy. He's played this whole season. He's not the guy. We're not looking to win anything right now. We're looking for a bigger pick anyway. I can draft my quarterback. At least we know that, hey, you're gone. So you're going to rank what? Just use to trade him? Who's draft? What are you going to use a 4th round for that?
Who knows?
For Haskins.
He might be a backup. He can back him up.
Yeah, he's going to be a career.
But the thing about it is, I don't think it's demoralizing.
I don't think it's demoralizing either.
He's not active. That's demoralizing.
He can't. He's not playing well.
Like
I said, if he's not picking up. Like I said, it could be things that we don't see from the outside looking in.
Yeah.
We don't know how their meetings go, like, what he's asked to do, XYZ. But you got a short leash already.
Why?
What do you mean why?
Why does he have a short leash?
Because he's not that good.
He's on a bad team. He's on a bad team, brand new coach. Why is there a short leash? Y'all have nothing to work for. Y'all gonna lose. Y'all are a bad team.
Yeah.
Kyle Allen's not gonna help your team.
Again,
I feel like you let this guy get better.
Whatever. If it's not what you expect or want as a coach, then yeah, and you're already not my guy, then.
Got you. Okay. So that's why I think for me, if as a kid, I think he needs to get out of there now. I think it's demoralizing to him because look, man, I come in, I wasn't supposed to. I got drafted early. Cool. Last year it was a lot going on last year with Washington.
Yeah.
So I'm putting in the fire there, and then now coming this year, I get a win. Is that win
good enough?
I mean, y'all talking like the conference up for grabs, and the Eagles are going to win. They beat the Eagles. I'm just saying for the
go ahead, wrap it up, y'all. Wrap it up.
I'm saying for the kid, I just feel like he should be able to develop a little bit more, and don't just throw him to the wolves right now because now his career is going to possibly be over.
Develop, just not on a
Washington team.
we got a question.
Yeah.
Questions about the Cowboys and Giants game since we in the NFC.
Okay,
base.
let's talk about it.
Is it a lock for the Cowboys to win over the Giants? Steve-O, what you think?
What's the spread? What is it, like
8.5?
Mm-hmm. It's a funky line.
I would say yeah. I mean, Daniel Jones ain't playing that great neither.
No, he's terrible. And if you look at the stats, back to Haskins, he's playing worse than Haskins.
Yeah,
Daniel Jones is playing worse statistically than Haskins.
Yeah. So, I mean.
Got a good point.
He's still a starting quarterback.
He is.
That's two different organizations.
This is a must-win for the Cowboys.
Yeah. They have to.
And they got to show up. Yeah. So, I would say the 8 points is maybe a lot because of the division game.
Yeah,
so they bring it down. So, I don't know if that's a lock there. But
have a touchdown.
Yeah.
That's a lot of points, a lot of juice you got to pay.
But I do feel though the Cowboys are motivated.
I would think the Giants could backdoor it because the Dallas's defense is so bad, and division games are always tough. They always play them close, even though how bad the teams be. But for me, I wouldn't touch it.
Also, you got those 2 tackles are out now for Cowboys.
Yeah,
so they lost both. Yeah, they lost both their tackles. So
yeah,
as far as a lock, man, to answer your question, I wouldn't play it a lock. Right. Cowboys are not trustworthy. And they're showing you that week by week. So
unless they down,
I wouldn't even put them in no teasers. And if they do win by 20 or 40, whatever, I mean, hey, it is what it is. But the numbers don't tell us that it's a lot. No.
Right. So speaking of that, thank you for everybody on Facebook and YouTube for follow, subscribe, like. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. We appreciate y'all. Also, I mean, we all lit up in gear, man. We got hoodie season.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Definitely hoodie season.
This was a mess up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a mess up.
I thought you was going with that tie dye NFL version.
I remember I was talking to Steve. I was like, Steve, what you? Because I brought the hoodie. I was like, damn, what the fuck I can do with this, John? He was like, yeah, just throw something on there. He's like, no, actually, no. He was like, nah, that shit ain't gonna work. That's what he said. But now we got this. We got the classic, you know. Man. Green and John, and you got the nice embroidery, the stitching. You know what I mean?
This one's original.
Yeah, we're doing art over here, man. Make sure if you need anything, hoodies are on sale. DM me, Moss MoneyPot Podcast on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. Just hit me up, and we'll get y'all something as soon as possible. Right now, it's halftime. Switch it up real quick, man. What y'all think about Doc Rivers, man? As I kind of get these notes back together, what we gonna do? Talk to me about Doc Rivers, man. What y'all think about Doc? I don't like the fact that he said there's only one Doc in Philly. I think he's always been known as Doc. I'm not gonna call him Glenn. You know what I mean?
What you mean? He can respect to Philly.
Come on, man. Dr. J.
And don't forget, he played during that time too, so he respect the Doc.
Dr. J. don't care.
What? I'm saying to the heritage of the 76ers. It's just respect.
Bigging up the organization and Doc.
I mean, I get it. We do call him Doc Richards, but I don't even call him Dr. J like they call Dr. J. It's just Doc. Like
Glenn Rivers. Hey, Glenn.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, y'all know me. We on our thread. I said Doc Rivers was my guy. That's the first thing he said. I said, yo, pick up Doc Rivers. He's gonna fit this team much better than any of those other candidates. I also like the guy out of OKC. I said too. I think he might be going to the Chicago Bulls, which I didn't like either. But hey, I like Donovan and I like Doc Rivers as soon as that happened. Perfect fit. Hope these guys mature. He should be able to get them together and start playing. And I think it's a really, really big step up for the 76ers here.
Steve-O, what do you think about the move?
It's a good move. It's a good move, honestly. it's a well respected coach.
Yeah.
He's well respected around the league.
Mm-hmm.
His philosophy is really good. He has, a lot of coaches under his tree that's either up for head coaching jobs or have, prevailed in certain organizations as well. And I think Nate McMillan is coming as well.
Wow.
He's gonna.
I like Nate McMillan.
They said he might join his coaching staff.
Okay.
Wow.
We might be loaded over here, baby.
Yeah, right?
And I just think with the addition of him, if he comes,
that's a big.
It helps with the development of the younger guys because the team
got championship pedigree up there.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest,
McMillan won a chip.
I think it was with the Cavs when he won the chip. He's an assistant, right?
I'm
I know
not
he won.
sure.
I thought he won as assistant.
Maybe
He doesn't want it as a player.
No, not as
yeah.
a
Okay.
But he did
coach.
some good things with Indiana
And
Pacers.
Portland.
Yeah,
Did he do good with Portland?
he did some good things with them lately. But I mean, just with the development, like you said earlier, it's going to help. Ben and B, like he's going to hold them accountable. He needs to hold them accountable. I mean, he's coached Tobias Harris.
Yeah, yep,
They got to find a way to get Al Horford out of here. Like no, just get him out. Like I don't care. You get
Ain't nobody taking that
a
contract.
vending machine
No,
for
that's
him. I don't
true.
give a fuck what you get for him.
A vending machine.
a pick. Like he got to go.
A vending machine.
He's holding up too much.
$120 million vending machine.
You're right. Like you give me the please take his contract.
Right.
Let us do something else with it. But it's a guy that they can't push over or they can't. They gotta sit and listen. You have to listen to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like what you boys both said. Nick McMillan, like you said, is going to be I'll be a crazy pick. Some more news coming along the way. The homie E behind the camera. We thinking about doing. I don't think I told you this. We thinking about doing like a music video.
A music video?
A music video. Wait, that wasn't explained to me. He didn't say a music
Hey, what's
video.
going on? A music video?
We gonna fuck around with this shit, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So look out
I
for
gotta
that.
get my bars together?
No, ain't nobody spitting like that, dog.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We'll
Let
think
me
of
give you,
something.
let me give you a 16 real quick.
Oh, yeah?
Nah,
You got something?
Nah, I ain't got nothing.
You don't got
I
nothing?
ain't got nothing in the arsenal.
Oh shit.
Nothing.
We don't talk about that shit now. Let's go, man. Third quarter bet. Right to the well, man. Right where you came from. We going.
What is it? Under 40 and a half?
48 and a half.
48, okay.
And then I'm going with Indy to win with the -1. 2-team teaser. I think, like we talked about before, Indy's defense is, if not the best defense in the league.
So is it teaser or parlay?
No, this is a
Teaser.
parlay.
Okay.
This is a parlay. I actually wrote down all their stats, too. Fewest points per game, 14. Yards per game, fewest 236. We got the lowest carries per yards is 3.6. Fifth and lowest completion rate at 62.5. That defense is just playing very, very well. And if you look at Cleveland's wins, they beat Cincy, they beat Dallas, and they beat some other 1-2 or 1-3 team. So they're 3-1, but those 3 wins come from teams that are a total record of 3-8-1.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So they've beaten the teams they should be beating. They've beaten the bad teams. I think Nick Chubb being out is huge. And I think Hunt, even though he's good, he's slowed by a groin injury a little bit. So I think that they're going to need to run the ball here. I don't think Baker can beat the Colts passing the ball. Beckham can have in a game at any time. That game we saw is what Beckham does.
Absolutely.
Right. Just
You know
we
what I'm
haven't seen
saying?
it in forever. Right?
Yeah, we haven't seen it in a long time, but
Yeah.
he just reminded you of why, he's Beckham.
Absolutely.
But since he's been with the Browns, we have not seen that Beckham. It comes every once in a while.
Right.
So I don't think it's going to come here. Xavier Howard, I think, is over there in Indy. He's been a shutdown corner. Landry's hurt. Like you said before, 3 units on Indy. I love this fucking play. Give me Indy 2-team parlay with the under 40.5. I can see I see Indy winning by at least a touchdown.
Okay.
Lock it in.
Okay.
Nice.
B.Diddy, man, what you got for me?
I got a 2-team teaser for y'all.
All right.
And as much as I don't want to go back to the well in this one, I'm going back to the well. Because I don't see Arizona losing this game.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
I'm with you.
Right, so come on, man. Like, Kyler Murray, all that hype we had in the first 2 weeks of the season, if you lose to the New York Jets.
This team? Are they good?
I think they are who we think they are. I think they're middle of the pack. I think they're better than they were last year.
Okay.
They got a dominant force on the outside now with Dominic, with Hopkins.
Right.
And Kyler's special, right?
Yeah.
Kind of.
But we talking about this week. There's no way this team, as talented as it is, should lose to the bum-ass New York Jets. New York checks that Joe Flacco's now back there that probably was looking at his retirement and realized, I got about another 12 weeks or whatever he got left for me to be retired and send off in the sunset. I got my championship. So now he has to play. I know he's not really looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
Arizona should beat the New Jersey or New York Jets.
Motherfucker said the New Jersey.
I know, right? And I'm putting them with the Rams. And we talked about the Rams.
Yeah.
I just think that's a good teaser. It's a 2-unit for me right there, just on that teaser. Rams should win. So the Rams are the pick, and the Arizona Cardinals as a pick. Thus should be a. Listen, I'm okay with losing that.
No, you're not. Don't ever say that.
But I'm putting this. I'm putting my money in a winning situation here. I'm confident that these two teams should at least win. Not cover, but just win.
Yeah.
Just win, baby, win.
And that's a what, 6-point teaser?
That's a 7-point teaser. Bring them down both to a pick.
Gotcha.
Steve-O, what's up with you, man?
I got a 4-team teaser.
Hey. 6.4.
So I wanted to make
I got one of those.
correction that we had earlier. It's actually the Baltimore Ravens playing the Bengals. So we thought it was Houston. Houston is playing the Jaguars.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So with my first one, I like the Baltimore Ravens. That'll bring them down to, it's at -13. So if we take 6 off, that'll bring them down to what, 7?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll bring them down to -7. Like I said, if you want to bring it, no, -7, just -7 right there. They playing the Bengals. The Bengals, as we said earlier,
trash.
They defense up.
Juice.
All they really got is, AJ Green isn't even playing well. They thinking about trading him.
Ben Gay, dog? He's hurt.
No. he all in my personal area. What's going on? What's going on over here?
That's why I had to sit back and come up. I'm like, man, my shit a little tight.
I try to get a little comfortable. My second team is the Arizona Cardinals.
Okay.
That'll bring them to -1 against the Jets. We already touched on that game with B.Diddy. And I like the Cowboys. That'll bring them down to -2.5. So all they got to do is beat the Giants by a field goal.
Okay.
And my last pick on this one is the Seattle Seahawks versus the Vikings.
Yeah.
Seattle is right now, they're -7, so that'll bring them down.
And they're at home.
Yeah, they're at home.
Do they allow
this is a little
fans
tricky.
I
don't think Seattle does.
No. Okay.
That one is a little tricky. I love it. I love that, especially that tease there.
Yeah.
I'm like, is it time for Seattle to possibly bring a letdown? No.
And
then you got Minnesota coming off a win. That was a pretty big win last week.
Yeah.
Like they look pretty strong.
Russell was just playing lights out. Like
right.
They
shouldn't
win for him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I like the play. They're putting up 30 every game.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's not. And then they got a bad Minnesota.
Minnesota shouldn't keep up either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the 4 teams right there.
What's that pay? Was that like 2.5 to 1? 3 to 1?
3 to 1.
Okay.
Yeah. So, just lock it in, man. That's one of the ones that's going to be golden this week too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
So we haven't. I think we did this last time, right? We hit him with the Eagles, John. With our Eagles.
On the road to victory.
Oh, in the stadium?
Score a touchdown.
They wasn't in this corner. We probably missed those.
Watch our Eagles fly.
Blake You know what it is? We probably was losing, and we probably so mad that we just losing so much. We probably ain't paying attention. Yeah, it's all right. We heard it when he was winning. We heard it when he was up 38-7.
The fans is always.
That's true. They spark it.
Yeah, they spark.
Yeah. So it's not.
And I love my birds, bro.
I was trying to look for some stuff to talk about with the birds. So I wanted to look at the bright spot right now, which is the defensive line. And my thought is just being casual with the conversation. How good is this defensive line? Like, are we talking about, Clyde Simmons, Jerome Brown?
Come on, man.
That era?
No.
Like, are they that good?
No,
I mean, why not?
Think about it, though. They got some dogs at the tackle, bro.
You talking about, like, Minister of Defense, Jerome Brown, Clyde? No, what do you mean?
Hold on.
The sacks that we
when you talk about Cox, where do you put Cox in as a defensive lineman here?
I think, you got a bright spot.
3?
Easy.
For sure. Yeah.
So I don't think Jerome is 2.
Where's the Reggie? Tell me Reggie White on the team.
Oh, Reggie's 1. That's not even
right. So that's
a Reggie White on the team.
On the team. So if you put
Reggie,
so if you put Jerome Brown as right next to Cox. I pause.
I can't even say it because I don't want him to say it around. I put Reggie and Cox right next to each other. Pause.
Reggie and Cox. Okay.
I can't, and he's not Reggie.
Wait.
But he's inching that way close.
I think there's. I'm gonna say I think they're a solid D line. I'm not going over like are we putting him in the top? No.
And then Jackson's playing well. And then we had has the dude from
solid D
line. Graham is playing good.
Yeah, Graham's playing good.
I mean, I think what it is.
Avery's coming around.
Are they feared in the league? Is that D line feared in the league?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're getting there.
Absolutely.
Are they getting there? Or are they feared?
They were feared. They were feared, which is.
Was that Jerome Brown? Reggie White? Was that feared D line coming in every week?
You take Reggie off that.
We can't. I'm not taking Reggie off the line.
You can't.
Right, what we talking about? I'm saying when the Eagles came to town with that defense, teams was like, "Yo,
yeah, we're not fucking with them."
So I don't want to put them. I think they're a solid D line at a bright spot of the defense. We're still struggling. Our linebackers are garbage.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Yeah. So I think that all weakens that. But
and speaking of that, and I wrote this down because I've always been a big Brandon Graham fan. I still to this day defend the pick.
Mm-hmm.
Is Graham an all-time great?
Oh man, he made an all-time great play. He's not an all-time great. Come on, statistically, he doesn't show you he's an all-time great.
No.
How many sacks he got in his career?
Oh, I don't know.
He averaged like what 4 or 5 sacks a year.
I mean, yeah.
As a defensive end, come on, man, stop.
He was an outside linebacker.
Oh, for like 2 years.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so what? That was like his first 2 seasons.
Who does that?
And he was the Russian outside linebacker, so it wasn't like he wasn't. He still was rushing the quarterback.
Right. He has. Listen, the man averaged his career. He averaged what 4 to 5 sacks a game.
No, he had
a year.
He had a couple good years.
I said his year. He averaged.
He has 54 sacks.
So that how many years?
Yeah.
How many years is that?
I think he's the longest tenured Philadelphia athlete.
Right. Respect.
10 years.
How many? 10 years.
Yeah.
How many sacks?
And he was hurt.
And what did I say? I said he averaged 5 to 6 sacks a year. That's not all-time great.
He was hurt one year.
Has he? I think he only hit double-digit sacks.
Never.
Like, what are we talking about?
8, 9.
Come on, man. We gotta move on. We gotta move on from Brandon Graham being an all-time great. What are we talking? We just told you.
I don't know about an all-time great
as a defensive end, and your job is to rush the quarterback.
I don't know where else. What do you I'm just saying
for the we've had some.
I'm not saying elite. I'm not talking Reggie. I'm not talking.
Elite. That's all-time great.
You just talking about all-time great because he's been here the longest?
No. The dude has been consistent year in year out.
Yeah, I know. 5 sacks a year, consistent. He ain't sparking nothing.
Yeah, but he'll fight.
One year we arguing about Brandon Graham not being enough.
I will.
And the next year
he'll fight you.
I will, bro. I will.
I not like Brandon Graham
because to me,
I like him too, but he's not all-time great.
No.
Because to me, he still has the greatest play in Eagles history.
I said, and that's the first thing I said. He has all-time great play.
No,
the strip fumble against Tom Brady.
I think it ended the game.
Yeah, and
it was a Philly special.
No,
the greatest
because Tom was going to score. Tom had
that was the greatest play, but the greatest play. I had to say a different tone. The greatest play though was the win in the game with the strip sack against the GOAT.
Yeah, we weren't stopping that. That motherfucker
he was about to score.
He
somehow.
was going to score. If we weren't stopping him.
Yeah, he threw that thing up, and we was on the tip. You know how that was.
Yeah.
But no, he's not an all-time great. Go back to your question. Okay. No.
All right.
No.
He's great. So,
this might be the only person I've ever heard ask if he was all-time great.
Because
I don't even think that's an argument ever.
Because when they drafted him, they moved up. Everybody thought it was Earl.
And it should have been.
I don't think so. Now, what we've seen from the careers that have happened, I still disagree. Is Earl Wolf for Earl Wolf for all-time great? No.
Earl Wolf.
Earl Wolf's not an all-time great?
Earl Thomas?
Earl Thomas not an all-time great?
Let's go with the next. No. I said Earl Wolf.
I'm about to say Earl Thomas. Earl Thomas not an all-time great?
I don't think so.
No? He's not a part of the all-time greatest defenses that they have a name that they name for?
Yeah, there's a lot of motherfuckers on that defense, though.
Right. We don't have none of that.
Okay.
Matter of fact, Brandon Graham don't even have a nickname. Like, we can't. You don't have a nickname. You can't be an all-time great.
What's his nickname?
BG.
He's part of a.
Fuck up, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Boom.
He leads in the boom.
Fuck out of here.
What is
man.
Brandon Graham part of?
BG.
Nah, we don't even say that. We don't even say BG.
What about?
But, you know, it's funny. I was listening to that Fletcher Cox. If you ever guys get a chance to listen to it, it's on NFL Network or whatever. He was mic'd up throughout the whole game.
Who?
Fletcher was mic'd up, and it's really interesting to just listen to him talk. He wasn't making a lot of plays, but as a defensive tackle, he was making those plays to take up the double team and stuff like that.
Right.
But then Brandon Graham coming there, and all he do was just yap. And it's so funny because I'm like, yo, you make like one play a game, which he be yapping like.
Who? Graham?
Yes.
No.
Nah, he don't
When I'm saying this is what I'm this what I'm gonna say.
And then
Is the right tackle when they game plan for Brandon Graham? Are they worried about Brandon Graham? Do they have to be like, shh? God damn, we gotta go see the Eagles. Brandon Graham come up in. No, are they talking about when they gotta go see Mac? They like, yeah.
I'm not saying he's never been an elite pass rusher.
So how can if he's not elite? How can he be all time?
Because the motherfucker is consistent year in and year out for the last
consistently mediocre. He's a mediocre DN.
Yo, man.
He's just been here a long time.
No, man.
There's nothing special.
Numbers are middle of the pack.
It is 5 sacks a year.
What is it? Hold on.
Never hit double digits.
Y'all keep.
Has he even made an All-Star game? Of a Pro Bowl? No.
I think he has at least once. At least.
I think.
What year was that? Probably the year when he had 9.5 sacks.
That probably was it. What was that? 2017. That was a Super Bowl. No, he ain't make that. He made the Pro Bowl. He was in the Super Bowl.
He probably been an alternate.
He might
have been an alternate.
He probably was because them boys be getting like 15, 17 sacks.
Mm.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So
what about this O-line, bro? What y'all like? Did y'all like it last week? With the O-line, I know there's a lot of good talk. I forgot with the big
Jeremiah Lotta.
Yeah. Like is it time to cut ties with some of the older guys? I mean, outside of Brooks, Lane, even Kelsey's kind of getting old up there.
But Kelsey is still doing his thing.
Sorry, you know I was about to go off.
Kelsey is still doing his thing, and I'm not cutting ties with him.
Yeah, I like Kelsey.
Right.
But Kelsey only got like another year or two though.
Yeah, I give him another 2 years, but I'm not cutting ties until you're ready. He's
Graham
the glue.
is fifth, by the way.
Fifth what all time?
Fifth all time.
Fifth all time what?
In sacks.
And it's.
And was Trent Cole?
He's been here 10 years. He should be higher than fifth.
Yeah, he should have.
He's been here 10 years. He should be leading the charge.
Yeah, he should be where Trent is actually.
Trent Cole, right?
Yeah.
How many Trent got?
85.
Yeah, stop it.
And Trent Cole out of Cincinnati.
He might not even have been here for 10 years.
No, Trent got 155 games.
How many Brandon Graham got?
147. Okay, he'll catch him by this time.
Yeah, he's not gonna catch him in sacks.
No, of course not. Of course not.
Yeah.
Of course not.
Is Trent an all-time great?
What was we talking about?
Hold on, is Trent an all-time great?
You fucking right.
That's a good question.
Yeah. He's looking at it right now.
Yeah, right.
It's not even a question.
Right. He was up there too.
Remind me, I did want to touch on that game for a second, that San Fran game.
But yeah, no, the O-line, I think they played well. They didn't play horrible.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you got a lot of young guys, man. You got young guys mixed with 2 older guys, And it's just sad to see them keep being hobbled though. Like Lane Johnson got to get out for a series or two because
it was in and
ankle.
out for sure.
They said that that's gonna linger all year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then it's like you throwing in Jake Driscoll for a couple plays.
He looked hard when he was he played guard.
Is Driscoll out of Michigan?
No, he went to
I'm not
Auburn.
Sure.
Auburn, okay.
Yeah, so it's like you gotta. But just knowing it now as a quarterback, you gotta be like, damn, I know what Lane gonna do, how he's gonna move if he know I move, and now you gotta just understand your tendencies of your O lineman. Like it's a lot to think about. I think at times for Carson, he just got so much to think about.
Okay.
So you got Nate Herbergen and the other guy is Matt Pryor or whatever.
Right.
So it's
NBA update.
Just learning. Like you got to learn.
Miami up by 6.
Cool.
88-82.
Fourth quarter?
Started fourth quarter.
All right, yeah.
They was putting out. They ain't put no points up in the third quarter then. They ain't put no points up.
No,
Yeah.
they didn't.
But
go ahead, my bad.
Go ahead, B.Diddy.
So it was a big win. I eat my words on that. I thought San Fran would win that game.
Oh,
and I also
money line bet.
right. And I also thought though, we once again, and it's a reminiscent of when I was in Green Bay. I went to watch the Eagles last year against Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
It's just this is why I get so frustrated with Doug Peterson. And it was a time in that game that you're going in to possibly score. I think it was in the middle of the fourth quarter. Mm-hmm. We might have been down 3 or down 2 or something like that. Mm-hmm. Some weird number because he went, mind you, again, he went for 2 on the first score of the game. I don't know what's going on.
It made sense though. It worked out well for him.
Steve's gonna defend it. I don't think it makes sense. But let's get to the point. Let's get to the part that doesn't make sense.
Keep it moving. Go ahead.
Where you see the momentum changing, we got the ball. We actually get to the 30, where I think we were down 2. We can take the lead with a field goal, and we decided to do a trick play, the halfback reverse
to kill him.
Oh,
that lost us yards, right?
Dumb.
Then we come right back and then run Jalen Hurts into the quarterback sweep that gets no yards. It just was like, what are we doing?
I think
it's simple.
They scored though.
Oh, yes, and I get it, and that's why it irks the fuck out of me because Peterson gets bailed out all the time. Because in the very next play, Carson Wentz is rolling out 40 yards back and throws a blessing and gets a call. Throws a blessing to Bernard Scott.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just was, and then they get the touchdown. It's like it was so bad that whole scenario was so bad and it gets capped off because he scored a touchdown on a good pass. Great catch by the young fella. Yeah. But it's like, man, we were setting ourselves up to lose that. And that's not how it should be coached. That's not how you should be able to go into that game and controlling the game when you're at the 30. Why are we bringing out all these trick plays that we didn't set up all game? Trick plays are set up plays. They're plays that you do throughout the game to get flow of the offense or the defense to go one way. You can hit them with a trick play on the opposite side. Everybody knows that Jalen Hurts is a quarterback. He's an all-time great college quarterback. Everybody knows that.
He hasn't thrown the ball once.
Right, so it does none of that helps anything. Like
that's coming.
Like just play. Sometimes you just gotta play football.
It don't help him that he keep fumbling.
That too.
Yeah.
Hurts.
Yeah.
You just gotta, but you gotta, as a coach, you gotta put your players in position to win. That drive should have been stalled and got no points. Really, that's really what should have happened. And it's unfortunate because that's why I get so frustrated. That's why the one point I want to talk about that game is like, man, like Doug just kills me. That shit happened in fucking Green Bay with last year. I watched my own eyes. I'm like, what are we doing? And we got lucky again in Green Bay. On that other fucking injury. That's how we got lucky because Aaron Rodgers was about to score. But anyway, that's my fault. That's why I get frustrated.
Steve-O, talk to me about the Pittsburgh game, man. What you got?
To me, honestly,
you like the Birds?
I'm not gonna say I like them, but I don't dislike them a lot either.
Right.
Because here's the thing, we got to understand with Ben Roethlisberger. He does a lot of he does a lot of the same things that Carson Wentz does. He holds on the ball a lot. He tries to make a lot of plays, like in the pocket or trying to get out of the pocket. It's not a spring chicken no more. So with the I think the biggest part of this game is going to be the defensive line. If
on
they
both sides or just?
I'm talking to just by us.
Who's a better D line here?
Collectively,
that boy JJ. I mean Watt.
T.J. Watt, and then
TJ Watt,
Bud
and you got Bud Dupree.
TJ Watt better than Graham.
Yeah.
This motherfucker. Let that shit go, man. This motherfucker.
My
He
thing
said
is-
all-time great.
My thing
Stop
is,
it.
though,
You damn fucking right, man.
Yeah.
Hold
Sorry,
up, man.
my bad. No, hold on, my bad, Steve-O. But he just said TJ. I used to say Brandon Graham was all time great.
Yo, I've been
My bad.
I've been a BG fan since it started, bro.
it's not. But the pressure in Ben Roethlisberger's face is gonna be effective because you got Fletcher Cox and then you got Malik Jackson, Hargrave.
D-line is
Pushing
key
the
for
pocket
sure.
in his face is going to be key. I think we do good against the run.
Is Slay back?
Yeah, Slade's fine.
Yeah, he
Okay.
gonna play. He played
I like
well.
Slay.
Yeah, he finished the game.
I know he was hurt. Got hurt for a couple
Yeah,
times.
He good. But it's gonna be one of them games, man, that if we're in it kind of late, I think we'll have a chance to win. They just gonna have to.
So you like him to cover that 7 then?
I do.
Yeah.
I
I think it could be. It could be like a 20,
Yeah, so
26, 21, something like.
and even to go be devil advocate against my own pick, they are allowing fans into Pittsburgh and Heinz Field, so expect some green out there.
Yeah.
You know, Eagles fans are everywhere. So
Man, can they get tickets out there?
how
How are they doing? Well, the Eagles are now allowing fans.
they're starting to talk. They're waiting on.
They're
Oh,
waiting
okay.
to get their approval.
To get their-
I wonder what them tickets gonna look like. How much them tickets gonna run?
I think they said it's going to be season holders, ticket holders is first.
Gotcha.
So if they want the tickets, then that's who they first on the list.
I
Gotcha.
know a couple, so we might be in there. B.Diddy, man, what's up? Oh no, you're not fucking with it.
What?
Oh, I thought you said something when you wouldn't go to a game.
Oh no, I would go.
It'd be a good time to bring the kids because there won't be a lot of people
Yeah,
there.
I'm not bringing the kids, but I would go.
B. Diddy, what you got on this Pittsburgh game before we go to fourth quarter back?
I'm gonna keep it short. I don't think the Eagles are a good team. I think they'll lose this game. I think they can cover the 7 though. I think that's a lot of points. But you do have Pittsburgh coming off a bye. They should be ready to play. They should be at a game.
Bye too.
Yeah, it's true. They should be at a game plan against this team and get after the quarterback. And we've seen the vulnerability of Carson Wentz. I think even playing last week, you've seen a bunch of ducking and diving and trying to avoid. That's just not good football for me. This team is not playing good football. Yes, we got to win, but so does Washington Redskins. The Washington team. They got to win too. And they benched their quarterback. So at the end of the day, the best team is going to win. That's the Pittsburgh Steelers. Do they cover the 7? I'm not sure. I think it'd be short. I don't think it's going to be a lot of points scored in this game.
Right. All right, let's bring it home. Fourth quarter back. You know what? I got a 4-team parlay.
A parlay.
I'm
okay.
locking it.
Parlay Poppy.
10-1.
It's good too.
10-1,
That's a lock.
and it's a lock. Or you could play off the one pick and it'd be 4-1. But I'm going 10-1. I'm going with the Panthers to beat Atlanta. Plus 100 on the money line. Scary line, but I don't think Julio is going to play this game. Carolina's playing with confidence. I like Carolina to win this game. It's going to be a lot of scoring. I think that team's going to give up on Quinn, to be honest with you. I watched the who did they just get killed by? Who did Atlanta just lose to?
Green Bay.
Yeah, Green Bay. You could just see it on their face. It's over in Atlanta. I'm not sure. They might really go like 3-13 or 2-14. Give me Seattle on the money line. Actually, no. I did an alternate. I did an alternate number here, just like you said. I kind of read into like, is this the game where the Vikings kind of show up out of nowhere? So I did it at -2.5. I got that down. I think we could see an all-out effort here from the Vikes. They're going to probably get up for this game. But Seattle puts up 30 points a game. I just don't think the Vikings is going to be able to keep up. The only way they keep up if Cook has a monster game. Cook's got to tee off, which he could. You know, I mean, he's been running like 150, 160 yards a game, so he really could get off this game. Then we're going to the Steelers. I'm doubling down on my play, but I'm getting even ignorant with it. I upped the alternate line, and I got him at -9.5.
On the parlay?
On the parlay.
Okay.
So that gives me plus 115 on the return on the money. So
I don't think I can do that on my thing.
So that what that means is I'm changing, doing alternate line spread. So the line comes out, the line is -7. So depending on what line you choose when you have an alternate, adjusted scoring adjustment, your odds will change. So I'm thinking that the Eagles are going to lose by close to double digits. That's just my opinion about the game. It's really rare that I bet against the Eagles.
I was literally going to say, I don't think this is probably one of your first times on this podcast.
I've heard him do it maybe twice.
On the podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's rare that I bet against the Eagles, but I don't like the spot. I don't like the spot for them. I think they're going against a premium defense, and they have nothing on offense. And Wentz turns the ball over every game. It's just not a good recipe. And they're going to go to Heinz Field. You know what I mean? Like it's just not a good recipe. I think they could lose by double digits. And then give me the Colts.
And we used to never play the Pittsburgh Steelers in the season, really, do we?
No. It's always been kind of that funky thing.
It's always
where we might see them in the Super Bowl where
Yeah.
both teams are good.
Right, but we never. That's why it's weird that we're playing them.
So, and then I got the Colts to finish it out. So, and the other part of that, if you don't like the Carolina play because you got two kind of mediocre teams, one mediocre team versus one bad team, you want to stay away and you want to go with more of the premium picks, you can go Seattle -2.5, Seattle Steelers -9.5, and the Colts -1, and that's a 4-1 play. Lock it in. It's going to cash. Parlay Poppy. Holla at me. B.Diddy, man. What up?
Got a teaser, man. I'm trying to stay away from him, but I think it's a good one. I really like this one. 4-team teaser. It's a 10-point teaser. I'm sorry, 13-point teaser. What that means is you're going to get 13 points on the side that you choose. You're going to play the juice, though. The juice is going to be -130. So that's the only down.
Kill you in this drone last time?
I don't have Arizona in this one.
You don't? All right, good. I'm going to write it down.
This is a big one. This is a good one. He said, I'm going to write this down. 14 teaser at plus 13 points.
Right.
That's going to bring Baltimore to a pick.
Like that.
That should be dominant. That should be easy.
Yeah.
That's going to bring the Rams to plus 5.5. That's going to bring KC to plus 1.5. That's going to bring Pitt to plus 6. Where do I lose there? You can't push on any of the numbers, but where do I lose on that bet there? I shouldn't, right?
No, you shouldn't. Unless, I mean, the only thing I heard was Lamar might not play. But I think I heard conflicting things. I heard he hasn't practiced. He's been limited.
He's been sick, but it's not his injury.
He's been sick.
He's been sick.
But then I heard that he's gonna play. But I heard both.
The other knee was not that serious. It was more of him being ill.
It's not that serious.
Yeah. So, we'll see. That's a good play. I really like. I'm gonna have to play that for sure.
Yeah.
Baltimore
to pick. Rams plus 5.5. KC plus 1.5.
Yeah.
Pitt plus 6. Now you're playing this $30 juice or plus -130.
Picture of that when I might add one on.
Mm-hmm.
What you got, man? Steve-O, bring us home, bro.
I like the Saints in this game. Saints at home against the Chargers. They -7. I'll just buy a point.
I didn't even see that game.
Yeah,
was that Monday night? That's
night
why
game.
I didn't see it.
Yeah. I'll buy it down to -6.5. I believe
Saints
Michael
got their
Thomas is
little
coming back. Yeah.
Saints got a little rhythm.
They got a little rhythm. They just seen the Bucks lose, so they beat the Bucks the first game. So right now they can kind of
take
control of the
division right now. I just don't think the Chargers is up for this.
Yeah,
game,
people thought Detroit was gonna beat the Saints last week.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
That had to be a bounce back.
Yeah, that was.
Went up quick, 14-0. Yeah.
Hold up, chill.
What happened? That was you? Was that you last week?
Oh yeah, that was me.
Oh, damn, my bad.
They was up 14-0. You ain't supposed to lose like that when you up 14-0.
I mean, it was the first 5 minutes.
So fucking
of
what?
game.
They was up 14-0.
And then they lose by 14.
I don't know.
I think so. It was like 38-14 at one point.
They scored like 28 unhands.
Yeah, I was saying it was like 38-14.
Fuck y'all. We 7-2 in lock picks. We gonna
keep
this shit moving. We sweeping the whole fucking week. Everybody get money. Moss money. Steve-O, B.Diddy, E. We out.
Peace.
Let's close out on that. Hulu got live sports.
Come on, man. Yo, MoneyPot about to start.
No, I'm coming, man.
Yeah, grab your notepad, man, for real.
Alright, dog, fuck it, man. Come on.
Yeah, man, they be spitting shit, man.
True. Hey,